All right, good afternoon and good evening, Jacks and Jills, and welcome to another exciting matchup of Gecko Arena, presented by VRML. And we have a fun one here between Fusion and Team Gecko. Uh, I am SirDimwi on the vocal box and the cameras here. And I lost track of time this morning, so I rushed into this one. But we are about ready to go. Now, both teams looks like either they're going to be playing 3v3 or still waiting on another player. Each waiting on another player. Because currently both running with 3 in the game. I think they're updating the game at the moment. So we're just waiting on them to do that. Excuse my clicks as I had quite a few windows open. Before starting this game. But yes, Fusion will be playing on Orange. They're coming in today with an MMR of 1130, a record of 6-16, and that is after an 0-2 loss versus Alpha Ducks. I believe that's last Friday. That's the 17th. Yes, they only played one game last week, so this is their first game, the second game in 2 weeks. The first game since last Friday. Then Team Gecko coming in with an MMR of 1080, a record of 2-9, and that's after, let's see, they played Watchin' Weebs. They beat Watchin' Weebs in 2 last Friday as well. So yeah, Fusion coming in off a loss, and Team Gecko coming in off of a win, off of a victory there. And also notice I am missing this. I also didn't verify that my controller was working. So let's get all that going on here. Excuse my typing. Typically am far more prepared than this, but like I said, I got a little distracted. I was community things, team things, all that stuff. But we should be good. And yeah, as I untangle my controller here, and let's just verify. We have control. We do not, apparently. And that is unfortunate. Oh, and now I understand how that happens. So, no manual cam in this game, unfortunately. I was trying to, well, since we have a moment, you know what, I'm going to try to join through Atlas one more time here. Hopefully, we can do that as both teams are still looking to go. And pings all over the place. And yeah, apparently one or more players having trouble getting the update to push to them, so unable to get in at the moment. Unfortunate there. So yeah, I'm looking at the loading screen. Hopefully, if we can get in through Atlas, if I can get in through Atlas, there we go. All right, cool. And now I do have my manual cam, and if I disconnect, if my controller disconnects in the middle of the game, I can reconnect it and still have manual cam as I fly around. And yeah, so that's the situation right now. I will go ahead and take us to that gameplay screen so you guys can see what's going on here. And see me flying around on the manual cam. We do have on Gecko there, it's not Kex Multi and Access Real Time. And over there in Fusion, Alacost Swift Frogio. And yeah, I did get a ping, one player waiting for the update push to him.
Only 400 viewers, don't worry.
And I had Swift in the game announcing there are 400 viewers trying to get back at me for throwing some curveballs at him, throwing some fun at him in his first cast the other week in VRML.
Hi, SirDimwi, I'm your biggest fan.
Yeah, guys, I assume they're watching the stream as they talk. Because the moment I went to this camera, they started talking. So, hi, guys.
Dimwi, I have a question. Where's Palidor?
Palador is over on VRML 1. He's doing the other game going on right now. And I'm actually going to have to check who that is, because off the top of my head I can't remember. There's Vibers versus Phantoms. Phantoms still undefeated in the season. Let's see, their record currently sits at 21-0, the only undefeated team in the world. And yeah, definitely a hype game over there. Knockhex definitely watching the stream, as he says hello.
Yeah, I'm watching the stream, my boy. Oh, these are my fanboys.
There we go. Yeah, having a little fun here before we get started. Now there is we are going to be moving quickly after this. Unfortunate that this is getting delayed because these two teams, well, actually, not too unfortunate because it's no other teams would be waiting on them. Yeah, Fusion and Team Gecko are going to be playing back to back here. And for the next game, we're going to be moving back over to VRML 1 to actually if you guys are watching this and if you could just shout in the game to verify they hear me say it. For this game we're doing it, I'm casting it, I'm hosting it on VRML 2, and then for the next game between you guys, we're going to be Powder is going to host it, and we're going to both cast it on VRML 1. So just shout that you guys heard me say that. Is a burp a confirmation that you heard me say that? So yeah, if you're just joining us, this is not the game. We are still waiting on a couple players here. I'm just having some fun with the manual cam, getting used to the controls. Looks like we had a third, someone else drop there. Unfortunate. And it used to be, maybe they fixed it, or it was under different conditions, but I do remember David saying he was going to look at it when I commented on it once. But it used to be when you left the wall, the players would disappear. I think you could still see their names. You might see the disc or the halo on the disc, but the players would just disappear. But now we can leave the outside of the arena here to get a wider shot. 'Cause sometimes you're hanging out on this wall, disc comes in right here. It kind of going like this isn't always the best situation, but kind of backing it out in that outside view. And yeah, and being informed in the chat from Access Real Time that Kex has crashed. He is back. So yeah, this game is scheduled let's see, 1 o'clock Central. I'm not sure how that translates to. I think BST is 5 hours ahead of me. So it's 2 o'clock my time, so 7 o'clock their time. 7 o'clock BST, I think. If my conversion is correct. And so, yeah, we're just, we are 10 minutes past that point now. Still waiting on 2 players. Yeah, now I know you used to lose them if you backed out. Let's see, we're in the player area. There we go. You backed out like here. Well, still there. I know if you got lost right behind the goal here, they would disappear. So yeah, David must have gone in and changed something, or told someone to go in and change something. Because I remember, Swift, you're coming through really crackly for me, so I'm not sure what you said.
Okay. I can do very cool things.
Oop. All right.
Okay, I was just showing off.
So yeah, let's see. So I did go through. Now let's see what the situation is for EU as far as the playoffs go. Now I think they're taking top 7 from EU, but in fact I didn't get confirmation on that. They might change that up and make it top 6. I don't know. I wouldn't even say change it up because there's certain language that implied or explicitly stated top 6. And there was some other language in other locations. So in the announcement, it was pretty explicit top 6. But when you actually go onto the website and look at the breakdown, it referenced a lot of top 7. So, not entirely certain how that's going to pan out. But we can confidently say that 3 European teams are absolutely guaranteed going in, and that's Phantom, Smash Dash, and Team Gravity. Now, after that, Vertigo probably Let's see, Vertigo, well, Vertigo possibly. And I thought I had already gotten that. Whoops. I'll actually have to. Oh, that worked. All right, cool. Let's see, going back. So yeah, Vertigo is in a good position to go in, but could still drop out as so fourth, fifth, sixth are all 1200, 1180, and 1180. So Vertigo, actually, well, no, yeah, because if Vertigo, they dropped to 1280. If they lost both their games this week, they dropped to 1280. Alpha Ducks could rise to 1190. So yeah, so Vertigo, Vibers, Quackheads, and Alpha Ducks, all kind of, if it's top six, one of those teams isn't going to make it in. Vertigo, Vibers, Quackheads, or Alpha Ducks. It's top seven. That is your postseason for Europe. Because basically none of those teams are really in risk of dropping out of the top seven. So Phantom, Smash Dash, Gravity, guaranteed. Vertigo, Vibers, Quackheads, Alpha Ducks might be guaranteed depending on how many they take. And then Fusion, Paradox, Team Gecko, Watching Weebs. If any of them want to get in the postseason, they will more than likely have to play in that open qualifier. In Europe, there's only the one open qualifier. And seeing that, unless more teams get made just for this, which is possible, but if hypothetically, let's say hypothetically they took top 7 from Europe, and no new teams were made for the open qualifier, and let's assume every current active team registered for the open qualifier that wasn't in the postseason. That would leave Fusion, Paradox, Team Gecko, Watching Weebs playing that open qualifier. And while the open qualifier is technically supposed to be run as Swiss, because it's only 4 teams, that's fewer than than what's, that's fewer than NA. We'll say they would actually play that open qualifier as a round robin instead of Swiss, which is functionally the same. Basically, Swiss is just you play Swiss when you have too many teams for round robin to be viable, to be practical, or you don't have enough time for it to be viable. So you play Swiss instead, because round robin, every team plays every other team at least once. In Swiss, you're going for that every team plays every other team once, but you don't necessarily have enough rounds, enough time for every team to play every other team once. So you set up like it's round robin, but not every team is going to play every other team. So matchmaking makes a bigger effort to ensure that teams are playing other teams with similar records after like the first 2 rounds, generally speaking. So yeah, so that is a postseason situation here for Europe, as we do hit that 15-minute mark, which teams should be aware of. Although it looks like we're waiting on both teams, so neither team really, I think, in a position to push that rule against the others. But yeah, now teams do have the option to play 3v3 if neither team can get their players in. But what that risks with these teams here is if the other team gets their 4th player back before the other team, they might have a 4v3 advantage at some point during the game. Now, I wish I could understand what the players are saying, but all their microphones, you can hear it in the stream. All their and because of that, actually, we're just going to silence the microphones, as it's not. It's preferable to just not. That's just, yeah. That's really unfortunate that we can't understand them there. And it looks like yeah, I'm looking through chat right now. Yeah, they're actually talking to the devs at the moment, trying to figure out why they can't get the update pushed to them. Because I think it's one player from either team having the same. Is it the same? No, it's just one player. It's Bad Internet BTW currently in Discord, talking to the devs, talking to David specifically. It looks like Orange Team is going to ready up here. Oh, we might be heading... We might be going to 3v3. I don't know, as I did need to play, see if they're talking again. No discussion at the moment. Oh, yes, alright. We're going to play 3-on-3 here.
Round starting in
As both teams unable to get their fourth player in.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7.
So here we go. Alright, round one. Getting ready to start here. 3v3 between Fusion and Team Gecko as my controller disconnects. Ooh, a quick stun out there. Alicos got the hand on it. Ultimately going to get down there first. Going to slap it forward there to Swift. Swift now with a one-on-one attempt on the goalie. And it took the defense quite a while to get back there. There wasn't a fourth player in the backfield with them. So yeah, they definitely could have tried to get together, chain out to respond in time. But instead they opted to kind of float back individually, which gave Fusion enough time to put that one in. So now it's going to be the Team Gecko Joust advantage. I'm going to get sent to that right tube there. But off the mark. Ultimately, Balti is able to get there. And now, not Kex looking at an empty goal, and he sets that one in for the 3. And now it's a tie game. And I did miss the replay on that initial. Ooh. What just happened on the cast? I do not know. Yeah, I don't know why we're at match summary. That was goofy. I apologize for that. I have no idea what button I hit. So, yeah. Anyways, Swift now. Moving into the Gecko zone. Swift sending that one up to Frogio. Frogio's going to get stunned out there. Slap that one down. And it's going to be slapped out by, who's that? I believe that's not Kex there. Yes, it is. Teams are trying to get together. Good toss in from Frogio. Oop, missed where that went. This one's going to go up to Malty. Malty going to send this one out into the hands of Alicos. Alicos going to send this one up. Ooh, good read there by Axis Real Time to stop that pass from going behind the goal. And this one's going to get dumped out. Chain is away. Ooh, and the stun comes from the backfield there. And that disc is loose now. But it looks like Team Gecko is going to get there first into the hands of Malty. Malty sending that one in. Oh, it's just wide of the goal and then bounces back and into the hands of Frogio. Now Frogio gonna spin around in his bubble there, trying to make some space. 7:40 to go here. Frogio sending this one out that right to his teammate. Teammate's gonna take a shot there. That was Swift, but it's just gonna go high. And then turnover there. Malty gonna send it through the tube. Recover his own, clear in, and take a shot from deep there, but it's just going to be off.
Not today. And probably
Handled by Swift. Swift going to send that one across there to Alicos. Alicos going to take his time here. And I think earlier I said the game was tied up. I didn't realize that was a 3. So it's not tied up. Team Gecko was in the lead, but Frogio is going to put that one in. Good for another 2. And our Fusion is going to take the lead here.
11, 10, 9,
And I cannot move my hands without my controller disconnecting. This is aggravating.
4.
So now it will be Team Gecko with the Joust advantage. Currently down by 1. 6.5 minutes to go here in round 1.
Teams have cleared the launchers. Blue
Axis looking to send it there right too, but not quite on the mark. Ooh, but it does find Knockhex, and Knockhex able to put that one in. Good for the 2.
Get to your launchers. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So we'll be Fusion again with the Joust advantage. Frogio gonna move up, not challenged at the moment, so he's gonna stop on that stacks there. And send that one in deep, but his teammate just moved. So the bounce on the bubble and right in the hands there of Axis Real Time. Axis now Gonna send that one up with off the mark, not out of the reach of his teammate. Frogio intercepts. Will really, yeah, I guess intercepts the incidental clear. Sends it up to Swift. Swift going off the backboard, and it's good for the 2. Now, it does look like Fusion has got their 4th player here. Bad internet, BTW, presumably getting his internet working. And so I'm not really sure of the situation there with Team Gecko, however. As I didn't see any players from Team Gecko talking in the Discord. It was just bad internet. So maybe ultimately going to play. Oh, bad internet is gone as I lose track of the disc. Multi going to send that one across, but it's off the mark. And that one's going to looking to dump that one through the right tube, but also off the mark. Pass up to Not Kex. Not Kex going to move in. Oh, good steal there from Swifty. Excuse me, Swift. Swift now going to send this one through that left tube. Bounce that one to a receiver there. Checks over his shoulder, sends this one up to Alacost. Alacost, oh, but what a save there from Axis Real Time. He's going to send that one all the way out to that left tube. And it is down and away. Chain's trying to get away to it. That's by the hands of Not Kex. And he's going to send that one in, but just wide.
Today, Orange catches the enemy pass. Orange clears it out of their zone. Oh, I think he shot that from Orange. Get to your launchers. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Excuse me. So now will be Team Gecko with his Alice advantage. Axis Real Time sending that one to that left tube there to Knockhex. Knockhex going across the floor there to Multi. Multi going off the backboard, but oh, it's not quite on the mark. Not going to be handled by Alacost. Alacost is going to send that to that right tube. Going to go all the way down into that Team Gecko zone. Fusion trying to get there. That is Frogio. He will be the first player to the disc. Under pressure there. Good player coming in, but a good cut pass to Swift. And Swift is going to put that one in for the 2 and extend that Fusion lead to 11. Excuse me, the lead to 6. The score to 11-5.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Teams entering the arena. Blue clears it out. What a pick. Orange sends it back the other way. What a shot! Get to your launchers.
Nice anchor shot there from Alacost on that right shoulder. Going to put that one in for the 3. That's good good discipline there from Alacost to keep his hand behind the bubble there. Put it in for the 3. And now Fusion, yeah, up by 14-5. Up by 9. 2 minutes 20 to go. An errant pass from the quarterback there. Swift ultimately, trying to come away with it. Alacost does get the hand on it. He's going to send that one in. But just just wide of the goal there. Going to bounce out, find the hands of Knockhex. Knockhex trying to send that one out, but hits that popcorn block. Or excuse me, the trap block. Swift getting a hand on it. Going to send this one in deep. But Axis Real Time is in the bubble waiting for that, and he looks to send this one out. Sends it to Multi. Multi's going to clear it all the way into that bubble. And you see 2 chains there trying to race for it. Those ultimately find the hands of Fusion. Fusion's trying to send that one out, but that one does hit the popcorn block. That was the popcorn block this time. Swift going to come away with it and ultimately get the clear out. As now team's trying to get away. You see chain is out. Oh, good steal there from Frogio. Frogio sending the shot in, and it's good for the 3. And that's going to put... Oop, I just played the wrong replay.
12, 11,
And,
9,
yeah, I just put
7, 6, 5,
put Fusion up by 12 here.
3, 2,
So I think I saved the replay, but yeah, I must not have played the last one.
throws it way downfield.
So it's going to be Multi sending that one up across the Axis. Axis sending that one across. Ooh, as I lose the field there.
Interception.
Oh, it's going to be Frogio. Going to send this one back out to the Team Gecko Zoe. 45 seconds to go. Kaladin in chat asking, is it 4v4 or are they missing people? They are missing people. This is 3v3. Both teams missing a player. So they opted to play 3v3 as both teams were waiting for their players to get here. But because it took over 15 minutes, they went ahead and opted for the 3v3. So 22 seconds ago, Alakov's looking to make one more goal here before time expires, and he does, putting it in for the 2. And our Fusion will take a round 1 on 19-5.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. That wraps up the round. Our team is victorious.
Alright, I'll go ahead and pull up the stats there, and it does look like Fusion does have their 4th player back. I'm not sure what the situation was with Team Gecko, if they're just going to continue with 3, or if they also had a 4th waiting to get in after that that update. Yeah, we might be playing 4v3 in round 2, but I'm going to go ahead and mute myself, rest the voice, and I will be back to join you for round 2. So it does look like Team Gecko did find their 4th player there. So Bad Internet will be joining Fusion, and Danadim will be joining Team Gecko. So we will get some 4v4 action here in round 2. Just waiting for the teams to ready up. I'm checking to make sure they're not pinging me. So far as I can tell, they are not. And yeah, so both teams with 4 players here. It looks like I presume somebody took a timeout here. As I completely lose things. Yeah, I assume someone took a timeout here in order to get that player in, as they needed to reset after the initial. But now that that player is here, because actually right now was supposed to be the start of their 2nd series. So this is their 1st series. Fusion did take round 1. They did play 3v3. Bad Internet thought about joining halfway through, but then thought maybe it wasn't a good idea, so he backed out, let that finish 3v3. We finished that game out. Bad internet joined immediately after the end of it.
Orange team ready.
And then we reset because there was a... was there a need to reset? Actually, there wasn't necessarily. But I do believe my assumption is Team Gecko took a timeout here. Because they were still waiting on their fourth player to return. They did take that timeout. Somebody took a timeout and got that player in. So we're starting round two. Excuse me, round two of game one in this two-game series here between these two teams. And that was going to be again Alacost getting the hand on it, but he's going to get stunned out. But this time, his teammate is back there to send it back in. And now that Chang coming back to respawn. Bad internet now going to send this one up. Froggy looking for Alacost cutting in. It's just going to be off the mark. Well, Swift going to send it up to Alacost. Alacost, oh, look at it. I'm not sure if there was a shot or a pass, but either way, didn't hit either mark there. Bad internet going to back that one out. Send it back up to Swift. Swift got to take a shot from high up. Good for the two. And now it's Fusion taking that early 2-0 lead here in round two.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So it's going to be Axis real time, sending that one to that right tube. Does hit Multi. Multi now sending that one in to not Kex. And I believe I am on the wrong side of the arena. I don't know how I got there. But yeah, Multi now going to try to make some room. Looking for a cross pass, but it hits the head of the defender. That was bad internet, I do believe. Froggy will get a hand on it. He's trying to send that one out, but in the hands of Danadim. Danadim going to dump that one back in, but Froggy is there to get the grab on it. He's going to send that one out. Right in the hands there of Axis. Real time Axis. Looking for, nobody was there on that pass. So I'm not sure what the intention was, but that one's going to get sent out. And the chains are away. A good race here to this disc. Looks like a good stun went out from Gecko on Fusion. And Gecko's able to send it right back into the Fusion zone. But ultimately, it's going to be Swift there first. Swift for Fusion. And now Bad Internet is looking to send that one out, and he does. Now again, back into that Gecko zone. Gonna be back in the hands of Team Gecko here. Axis real time. Axis sending it to that left tube there to Multi. Multi now moving through that left tube. As we do have a drop there, that is unfortunate. A drop on Fusion. Danadim gonna send that one in. It's just off. And Froggy is gonna get the grab on it. Froggy is gonna send that one out. And now another race for it. Fusion did get their fourth player back. That was Bad Internet. And oh, a couple shot opportunities there, but not on. And that one's going to get sent out by the goalie. Lockhex is going to be there to recover it, and he's going to send that one all the way back in the Fusion zone. Fusion is in the backfield, able to get a hand on it. So Alacost now sending that one through that left tube there. Beautiful pass to Bad Internet. Bad Internet can't wrangle it, but he ultimately gets a steal, and he takes a shot on the empty net. Good for the 3. And that pushes Fusion up by 5 here in round 2.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, the chain there from Fusion gets an early steal, but Knockhex gets it right back. Trying to send it out, but it's going to be in the hands of Bad Internet BTW. Bad Internet going to send one up to that left popcorn block to Alacost. Alacost going to cross this one to Swift. Swift now moving in. Ooh, oh my. And ultimately we do get it there from Bad Internet. But yeah, Swift sending it down to the player cutting in. That player goes into the goal, misses the initial goal opportunity on it. But then it's going to be finished there by Bad Internet with the dunk.
Blue clears it out of their zone. Orange catches the enemy pass. It looks like we've got a thief! Blue sends it back the other way! It looks like we've got a thief! Orange clears it out! Get to your launchers. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The round has begun. Get to your launchers.
Ah, and I just realized I had accidentally muted myself.
11,
That's fun.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So this one's going to be taken there by Froggy. Froggy is going to send it deep, that right tube area, but it's going to be intercepted there by Knockhex. Knockhex going to send that one in deep to the... He had a player cutting into the goal there. This camera does whatever it wants to do. Swift going to send that one out through that right tube. Both teams trying to get away to it. Both teams do get away to it. It's ultimately going to be handled by Axis. Axis trying to send that one back. Let's find the hand of bad internet, but then right back in the hands of Axis. That one's going to get sent out. So now both teams are away. It is going to be grabbed there by Froggy. Froggy is going to send it to this right trap area. Be picked up by Multi. Multi now moving in, but a good grab there from Froggy. Froggy is going to send it back out. 3:16 to go here in round 2. Fusion up 9-3. And it will be Alakos and Fusion getting that one as it enters that bubble area, and him being unchallenged. He goes ahead and puts that one in easily, confidently. Good for the 2. Now Fusion up by 9 with 3 minutes to go.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So it's going to be Team Gecko with that Joust advantage. Axis real time going to send it through that right tube. And it's going to bounce away from the intended receiver, ultimately into the hands, but the chains are down there quick enough to get the stun on him. Now bad internet going to send it right through that. Oop, look for that right wall. Goes all the way in there. And you see bad internet. Now with the disc. Does have has a little bit of room. Was under pressure. They're going to go ahead and juke his way in. And that's good enough for another 2 there. And now Fusion is up by 10.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The round has begun. Orange catches the enemy pass. Get to your launchers. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
And I realized again just now that I didn't have myself unmuted again. I don't know why that is such a problem for me right now today. I'm just hitting all the wrong buttons in up deck.
Clears it out.
So this one at mid, going to be taken there by Fusion. Fusion's going to send this one in. They do have the chain there first. And bad internet sending that one in. Good for the 3. And now Fusion up by 15.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So now Gecko. Del Spanish sending it that right tube. It's going to be grabbed by bad internet. Another interception there for Fusion. Bad internet's going to send this one all the way in. Does find the hands of Swift. Swift, look for the cross passes. Ultimately find Froggy, and Froggy is able to put that one in. Good for the 2 there. Now, Fusion is only 3 points away from a Mercy here. They're going to have 17 seconds to make that happen if they want it.
3, 2, 1. Teams have cleared the launcher. 15 seconds remaining.
You get the steal there. They're looking at empty net. They do take a shot, but it's just wide. Froggy are now trying to go off the backboard, and that one's ultimately going to be sent out by Knock Hex there. So, Gecko able to stave off that Mercy there in round 2, but it will be Fusion taking round 2, 20-3.
Comes out on top.
And now with that done, Fusion taking this game. You can see the stats there. Game high points, bad internet. A bunch of points and stuff to go across. But as far as I'm aware, we will be transitioning over to VRML 1. Palador, as long as I understand it, we'll be picking this one up. So we will be leaving VRML 2 here. And I got to tell the teams to not go. Hold on, guys. I don't know if they're watching. I can't find the league anymore because they moved it. Oh my goodness. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to end the stream, and I believe we'll be moving over to VRML 1, so just a moment. Be right back over on the other channel.